Hello, and welcome back to
About That Track.
Tell you something about your daddy. Mildly the same, minus the angry part. Never struck you, but still willingly claims the dark. I'm a venerable rebel. My friends alone, they wanna see my skin tone get cold in the kennel. Welcome to the boss level, full of Irish goodbyes and East Detroit hellos. Lower East Side stilettos, master the art of letting go. Some say it's gotten quicker than.
So yeah, we're gonna redo a song. Well, you didn't know that we did it in the first place, but we're going to
wonder what they missed.
Yeah. We're gonna do the track Daisy. It's called Daisy. And it originally came off of, what was I sent you a track from a French film called Cannabis.
Yes.
Yeah. It was basically it was the graduation song. It was
right.
It's a dope song.
It's vintage and adorable, and it was something that was like, I don't know, emulating it.
Anyways, we'll put the link to it below.
Because we're doing a good job of portraying it for you.
The original song had this dope guitar over it. Then it had like a guy speaking French in the background going like, wow. And it was just like,
right.
What is happening?
Think the climax of a Guy Ritchie film, and they're just getting off the heist, or like an Ocean's 11 kind of a thing, or it's just that theme of just like victory.
Yeah, it is victory. Or it's like the sheriff got shot and he's going down in slow motion, just like,
Or defeat.
Yeah, exactly. And you have the instrumental version has far more plays than the actual like version with the dude speaking French on it, because it's just like, it gets odd. It gets really odd. Anyway, so that's what we listened to first before we. That's the track I sent to Jake to inspire this track, Daisy. But
do we want to get into why it's called Daisy, or are we going to get there?
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Is that too soon?
It's not too soon. So okay. We'll hit this real quick. So this is from the album Lesser Restoration. I was going through a pretty like. How do we say it? A man-child of a time, and this song was just full of just ego and just like all types of things that don't necessarily bring any resolution or a healthy resolve to a conflict.
And yet we still stand behind it.
I think it's a great song because I look at it and I'm like,
other man-child, would you call yourself a man-baby?
Man-children, man-child.
Could identify with it, we're here for you.
And I look back at it and I'm like, man, you were one stubborn old MFer. And so, but it's good to harken back, and I think it's healthy to look back at it and be like, oh, Toussaint, you
are what you were.
Yeah.
And you're not that anymore.
So here it is. That effect had to be in there. That came way later. But the was definitely
a house-engineered sample.
Yeah.
Be complicit and watch her take out her misguided anger on someone so young.
The song is basically a letter to a cat. So
take accountability for her.
An actual feline cat. It's a cat.
I took the rage as misplaced for lack of being proactive, but there was a one night she yelled so loud. I swear to God, her eyes turned red, and for a moment I saw hell. She's an angel.
That line, oh God.
And if the next
not nice.
Her before the next time she tries to beat you, I mean it. We're silly humans, and we think about what we think. It's not important. Daisy, I've seen the end. It's beautiful, and only measured by our action. As for me, I'm doing better than expected.
The part that came in way later.
Yeah, and it's having, we're revisiting these songs because for a lot of these about that tracks.
Yeah.
They're things that have been in the oven for a while.
Yeah.
And just coming back to it's striking me, this is a unique composition in that it's all digital.
Yeah.
Not to pull the curtain back too far, but
yeah. Well, you did the piano the piano.
Well, and when the beat drops, that's all in the computer as well. This is a completely electronic song.
Yeah.
But yeah, that solo voice, I think, Yeah, what part did that come in? I don't know.
That came in way later.
It all started with the piano.
Yeah.
From the living room is a blessing. I know you wanted freedom so many damn times and tried to escape.
It just describes this apartment
At night.
that I was in so well, because you'd look out the window and you'd see the river, like it's this huge boulevard. And basically,
Dream of a life worth living, baby. The equation's so basic.
the cat this song is about climbed out of that window and just bolted. Somehow came back to the apartment, because they always come back to where they know that the food is. So I just think of like looking out that window and being like, that cat's gone. But it came back. Daisy came back.
The urban wilderness will consume you.
Daisy came back. This was a hell of a choice too, to just like leave like nothing there. This part of that, love.
Now let me tell you something about your daddy. Mildly the same, minus the angry part. Never
We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
But we're not overly eager.
It didn't really need a chorus.
They wanna see my skin tone get cold in the kennel. Welcome to the boss level.
Welcome to the Boss Level is a line from what movie?
You quizzing me?
Welcome to the Boss Level. It's not Pink, it's Famine.
Really? Wreck-It Ralph?
At the end.
Well, boss level is a universal term, but still, I appreciate
when he says that and he turns into that big effing scary like tarantula.
the spider guy.
Oh my God! I was like, if I'm a child, I'm crying right now.
Well, and then you cry after he makes the sacrifice as he's descending and, you know, holds. We're going on a tangent, but
Vanellope von Schweetz.
Yeah.
Like, what a name! What a freaking name! Both those movies, so good. Trilogy deserved.
In East Detroit, hellos, Lower East Side, stilettos, master the art of letting go. Some say it's gotten quicker than the fist of Kenshiro.
Fist of the North Star reference, faster than the fist of Kenshiro.
that's something that's perhaps a little more on the fringe.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen Disney films, but not everyone's seen hyper gore anime from the 80s.
Yeah.
But you should.
Yeah.
Check it out. Try to find it.
And somebody actually just called while this was happening. I forgot to put this on airplane mode. Let's continue.
I just do the work and let the rumors sound off. It's elevated music while I ascend another mountain. New Orleans proud son, Milwaukee town punk. Made a soapbox from a gutter to shout from. Daisy tell me, is it strange? She feels weight, the smiles.
This is one of the more produced songs on this album. Like, it's just a lot going on.
Especially here.
Yeah, I'm a bad man.
That's from Ice Cube. That is, shout out to Ice Cube.
Forgiveness. I didn't ask for opinions. Took what I needed and kept going past the finish. And the next time she hits it.
Pause.
Okay.
Because in Ice Cube he says, God damn it, there's one song where he pauses, he's like, and like just a dude comes in and says, watch out, no. I think it's on Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself. And I was like, I would like a large black man lower tone voice in my song too. However,
Let me provide it.
Shouts out to Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. All right.
No, it's meant for someone different. And if you ever make it out that window, run Daisy, run, do like your daddy did it.
It's Faye Lewis from South High School. So when you see the video, it's in slow motion as well. He's running out. At least he's stolen the car by now. This like shaky, I don't know what that is. You have a knack for like endings, like kind of like just kind of like dying off slowly, like Requiem for a Dream, just like
Right. Well, I think a mutual source of inspiration for us is the Timberlake, ability to, well, Timbaland, I suppose, because he was the one that, composed the beats that I'm referencing, and how you get the pop song, and then you think it's done, and then it'll go somewhere else. And I don't know if I just have, I'm backed up creatively that I want to like get another idea out there.
Yeah.
That's still in the same vein that didn't fit in the song, but it's kind of like when the credits roll at the end of the episode, and then you get like 20 seconds of just another little thing before they, been watching a lot of Rick and Morty lately, so that's what they do. They have the episode, they roll the credits, and then they like have some sort of little joke right there that like gives here's what's going on when the cameras aren't rolling moment.
Yeah.
And it just seals the deal, and I kick myself for like going halfway through season 1 before realizing this, because you're streaming stuff and it just goes on to the next thing. So that kind of a notion of like giving another layer to what the song could be without overindulging simultaneous voices, which was a previous tendency of mine, I guess, is that I like to just be like, this fits, this works, and then piling it all on.
Here's
so
it all.
It's just
Take
this
it all.
mess.
Run with it. Run with it.
And so that wah 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 voice was something that I thought fit well with the vibe, but not within the context of the actual song.
Yeah, I'm curious what the song would have sounded like with live drums, but I don't think it would have had the same like, kind of like timbre to it. Like it wouldn't have had the same like feel.
Yeah, because I mean the closest thing to organic is the piano, but I also like how the piano voice, the melody gets emulated with synths later on in the song, in the outro.
Yeah.
And I think the drums being kind of that 80s vibe of like neon lights and stuff.
Yeah.
It vibes with it.
Yeah, it definitely does. And this is like one of the last songs that got added into the fray, because there was a lot done, and then this one got added into the mix later on, and then we made the good old music video for it. But that's Daisy. Anything else you want to add to the
No, I'm just glad the cat came back.
I'm glad the cat came back too. Glad Daisy came back. She came on back.
Yeah.
And it's, I guess I've written songs about pets before, but this was like the one that was like, it's from an angsty man-child place, but it's good to look back on those moments and be like, oh, that's how you were
perfectly natural and identifiable emotions.
Exactly. And I'm just so fortunate to actually have a buddy to make music with, to make those moments with, that we can remember. Yeah.
And you made it through. You're on the other side now, looking back.
Definitely on the other side, looking back. But yeah,
so you can too.
Anyways, that's Daisy for About That Track. And you can check it out on Spotify or any other place streaming music. Just go to Toussaint Morrison, Daisy, and shaboom, you'll see it. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.